So welcome once again to the 3-Check World Championship 2023 on Lee Chess. Turning our attention to the second match of the day after I just played FM Unholy Crusade. Not quite sure where they're from. They're on Eastern European summertime, 7 hours ahead of me. So some Eastern European player. Yeah, a lot of titled players in this event. A lot of them are not titled on the profile. Dumbeldore with the CM title there, and Politeia, Lennart, Ootes, chess photographer. Also, I think he's about CM. I think his FIDE is like 2000. So I think if you looked at his profile, it would say CM, but he's not a very braggadocious fellow, if I could say it myself. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need any titles on his profile. We know who Lennart is. Yeah, great guy. He's played the last 3 years as well. Very strong player. If you're noticing these scores, yeah, another one of these 2400s. I think it's up there in top 20 on the site. The FM that I just played is top 4, number 4 ranked on the site. So right up there with your chess network. Oh, this is a nice maneuver. Huge royal fork here. Yeah, Dumbledore's been playing well. Younger player, candidate master. The Armenian flag rocking. Okay, interesting way to approach this with tempo. Yeah, you don't want to be allowing any shenanigans here. There's too much of a threat on these dark squares. Lennart, of course, has the clock working for him here. Oh yeah, where do you put this queen? Queen is short on squares. Queen g4. Queens come off. Can't really put your queen on b4. Yeah, g4 is looking like the only refuge here. Unless somehow there was like taking here, and maybe if this knight here, you would have a way to pin back the queen, but oh, this looks bad. Yeah. Oh, what? Does that work? Oh man, what a super follow-up. Now this is a threat. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, bishop c5 now. Now and it comes with a threat. Ah, but you're pinned. Second you move, you're losing the game. Clock ticking. Clock is ticking. Oh, this is super tense. Bishop a8. Oh! He goes down. No, because there was queen takes rook check. Okay, queen was threatening 2 checks. Queen is very powerful in your opponent's camp with 2 checks. Okay, so Dumbledore is going for the c6 stuff, and I also play knight d5. But hey, this follow-up, this queen d4 follow-up is actually really strong here. Or queen f4 follow-up, excuse me. Yeah, this is actually a really strong move. Yeah, this guy in the chat says, since when is Dumbledore that good? I agree. Dumbledore's been he's been a force lately. He's been playing a lot. Yeah. Hey, Unholy. Our opponent in the last match, which you'll also find here on YouTube. I think I'm gonna put both of these matches over there. Some quality stuff here. Not so much for me earlier. There were some misconversions, but this matchup, from everything that we've seen, yeah, this has been very solid. Dumbledore, yeah, I was chatting with him earlier. Been playing some very solid stuff. Yeah, chat is even surprised. Our buddy Aryan, who we covered earlier in the tournament, says, I'm surprised by the performance. Yeah. Variants Theorist says lately he plays better overall. Yeah, and that guy's been playing a fair amount. Okay, so we have some problems here. Takes, and then knight takes, right? Striking this pawn twice, there wouldn't be a recapture. Queen would be capturing with a check. Yeah, so vacating Vacating the file. Yeah, I think there's going to be knight takes, and you're striking the queen. VariantsOnly saying queen d4. It's a way to combat this one. Ah, yeah, because with one check right away, then d8 becomes a threat. This dark square bishop following up. Okay, queen d4. Yep, queen d8 the threat, absolutely. Unholy says knight f6, knight h4. Knight f6, knight h4. Almost queen, yeah, very short on squares. Yeah, you gotta deal with this. And castling here... How dangerous is castling? Okay, well, we get this. Yeah, then I think the queen is actually trapped. And there's no way to, like, even bail out with a check, is there? Yeah, I think castling there might have been stronger. This idea was spotted, though. Let's see if they see knight... If Lennart sees knight h4. No, he goes with knight e5. Knight e5 being the choice. Oh! Because you're threatening the queen? You're threatening a check? And you're following up with a third check. Okay, so this one's going to end it, yeah. Unless you go for some wild queen sack and try to hang on that way. What do you play here? Maybe bishop d7, knight d7. We're getting 1-0 in the chat. Yeah, this is a prime move right here. This is a star move. Castle and pray. Yeah, castle. Maybe you get some sort of open file. There could be some comp here. Oh no, you do get bailed out on a check. Okay. And then castling. So you're playing with 2 checks and sort of a boatload of material, but the problem is all these pieces are at home. You might have 2 checks, but you really only have 2 pieces here, right? And this piece is biting on a ledge, could even be kicked. Imagine if this piece had to go back. Guess you would have h5, which is also not doing a whole lot. Yeah. Where does this knight go? You're a very lonely knight. Maybe you can just play, yeah, you had to be looking for something else there. Oh, I wonder if there's takes. Oh, yeah, I think this works. Takes. Then you're taking, you're threatening the rook. I guess then you could move, maybe. Ah, the in-betweener, okay. Obviously there had to be problems here. And then something with, g6, there's going to be knight takes, or just rook takes right away. Yeah, knight takes, and then the pawns are very easy to forget in these calculations. But for the stronger players, yeah, you're definitely stiffing that out. The knight was so strong there. Okay, Lennart going right in for the knight g6 stuff. Right in for it. And this is what Dumbeldore was prepping, so this is pretty much Politeia's main line. Sometimes you get funny ideas, like takes, and then you get some play on the diagonal. It doesn't quite work here. I wonder if just knight b4, b5 or b6 could be an idea. Try to get this light square bishop involved. Yeah, b5, I like these ideas because even the computer will see it. This rook, as we saw in the last game, black's queenside pieces often can just be so poor. If you can get a rook up and over somehow, get this rook into the ball game. And then I guess e5 could be considered here. Yeah, you want to shut this down. e5, maybe you run into h5. Yeah, then maybe your knight ends up here in the corner. You don't want that. Knight on h8. Not great. Knight on f8. Defends mate, remember. Remember your fundies, folks. Variantsonly is saying knight takes d4. Oh, he is seeing some knight takes d4. Yeah, with like takes and then bishop c5. And then f5, he said. Or f5? f5 for black? What's he thinking here? Yeah, I guess f5 had some idea to open up the file, and there was some pressure on f2. Black is probably just feeling more comfortable here, right? The structure seemed to waste some time. I think if you're getting an h4, a lot of the times you just want to snowplow. Okay, d5. Taking I don't love. Maybe like something queen d2. You need to get this rook active, right? Or at least be confusing your opponent with threatening to castle one way or the other. Okay, two checks are present. Queen still on the board. Okay, queen d2 now. Yeah, you gotta be threatening to castle at least. Okay, what is this? This reroute is fierce. Yeah, now you're castling queenside. And the check threats are kind of gone because bishop takes d3 would be very strong. You probably have to play g6, then you're getting hit with h5, rook on this file, and out of nowhere you're feeling bad. Okay, this looks a little problematic too. Somehow black is for choice here. White with the kind of wild queenside castling. Typically white doesn't have to play so aggressively. Ooh. I think we might see bishop takes here, right? Bishop takes c3. Bishop takes c3. And then maybe knight takes. You're going to have to get in c6. But yeah, I think taking here should be fine. Obviously no taking because your back rank is weak. And I don't think you can... Oh, maybe you can just play this right away. Yeah, okay. There's another way to just defend the knight. You didn't have to start undermining stuff. Yeah, and bishop e6, probably the most multi-purpose move. Because you're one step closer to connecting your rooks. Standard rules apply once we're 15 moves in here. Middle game. Middle game. Oh, this is a confusing position here. Because what about taking now? Obviously there's checking ideas, but... And then this bishop is pretty much pinned down to this diagonal till the king gets to b1. Ooh, and this comes with tempo. So how do you defend the knight? Knight threatening a check? Okay, we're giving a check first. Maybe the queens come off. Get some of this pressure alleviated. Okay, no, two checks. Okay, queens are staying. The queens are staying. No queen trades now. Yeah, queen g6. Ooh, is this queen trapped, though? Yeah, you were just getting kicked around. Rematch offer here is going to bring it to 4-3. Dumbeldore, the underdog, is up a game. Of course, we're playing first to 10, so whoever hits 5.5 first. If in some event we got a weird draw. Okay, queen f3 I think is the move. Yeah, this plan of playing d3 and e4, it worked last time, but Yeah, this approach I'm sure Lennart is familiar with because a lot of people play c6. Yeah, and we're getting the same line. Are we gonna get knight f6 again? Are we gonna get knight f6 or just castling? Didn't we see some complications last time from knight f6? Yeah, then things got a little weird. Yeah, yeah, things were undermined. Oh, and you didn't even need knight h4. Knight h4 was the idea, but knight e5. Yeah, you're threatening queen check here. You're almost. I think you're just threatening this right away. Ah, okay. So that's gonna be a. Yep, that was a quick slip up there. I certainly feel that one. Oh yeah. That's one where you just get tripped up in a line, and the position is already pretty bad for black, so things can go awry. Hey, Politeia playing what we've titled the Politeia Gambit. After yeah, some random like lower rated player played this against Lennart once, and then we have a big team study, so we just started calling it the Politeia Gambit. And it's been I won't say highly successful, but in the database, black is quite often just okay. The faster that you speed up the games too, the better that black does. Yeah, complicated positions, but winning for white, definitely winning for white. Yeah, Aryan saying seems to lose for black. Yeah, these lines are not for the faint of heart. That's all I can say after playing this myself. Unholy saying, is this theory? I guess if Lennart cranked this out so fast. Yeah, knight f6. G6 is another approach, yeah. In the match earlier against our buddy Unholy Crusade here, this knight g4 stuff is a line, but it's actually like a forced loss. And when people are familiar with these lines, yeah, then you know you can't play it against certain opponents. So it's kind of a situational opening, I guess, would be one way to put it. Oh wow, you just got a huge threat out of nowhere. I mean, knight check, queen check, knight following up with check, bishop following up with check. Okay, this is very surprising. Obviously, it's defended again though. No queen takes. Yeah, you might have to sack here. This is how they got into that wacky position they were in when we flipped over, I think. Or one of these games, yeah, was, I think, the exact line, if not very similar. Let you guys see the chat a little more. Yeah, I think the chat's a nice interactive part. Wow, there's 11 spectators. I see we have 6 people watching, too. Appreciate you guys. If you're having a good day, good Saturday, enjoying some 3-check World Championship, yeah. There's going to be nothing but stronger and stronger matches coming up. And I felt the wrath myself earlier from our FM pal in the chat. A lot of strong players here. Unholy, VariantsOnly is a strong player. This not a top secret account guy is pretty strong. Yeah, a lot of up and coming talent too. Yeah, like Dumbeldore here, new player. In the first game we were watching, chat was remarking that this player was like 1800, but you got to realize with these younger players, they just, that's how your brain works. It's like you know, you're still learning, so the more that you're playing and getting better, yeah, they're the ones that are really improving. It's like a neuroplasticity thing. I was trying to remember the word. Yeah, it's like how your brain is interpreting and like learning data. Yeah, it's just always much harder to learn when you're later. It's not impossible, but yeah, and Lennart too, I'm not quite sure where he is. Typically he's covering whatever the top event is, which is what, the Julius bear one. So where the heck is that? I think they're just playing that one online. So I'm not quite sure where Lennart's at. Maybe he's just home. But yeah, that's another problem for him, is he's often traveling around. I remember last year he played one of his matches from like hotel Wi-Fi, and that ended up being a decisive factor in one of the games. Yeah, and I don't think Lennart's been playing so much. Oh, yo, that's gonna be dead lost. But he does play on one other alt account, and he's not totally inactive, so he's going to be strong regardless of when you play him in 3-check. Yeah, this is all over. You're effectively getting windmilled here. Yep, okay. So match point here, people. Match point. Oh, man, we're going right back into this. Oh, no, this line did not end up being very good for Dumbeldore the last 2 times we've seen it. Hopefully they throw in a mix up here. Now we're getting knight f3 again. Yeah, VariantsOnly says he's going for the same line, and shaking my head. Maybe you can mix it up somewhere, but yeah, this line did not work out the last couple times, which is when we're gonna have to see some sort of mix up. Some sort of mix up here. Do you just take this check though? Yeah. Well, that's what we saw the last time. Queen takes, knight takes. Yeah, and then this was problems, yeah. Not a top secret account, says it's kind of a few free points. Yeah, but if you're unsure on what to play as black too, yeah, but I think he should have mixed it up. You don't really want to play the Poli Gambit against Poli himself. But there's still plenty of other lines you could mix it up with. Some sort of knight c6 and knight f6 is like the trickier stuff, I would say. And there are a lot of main lines with it that end up just being, you know, okay for black. You keep like around that same advantage that white starts with. It's like +3 or something. Close to +3. It's not quite +3. But yeah, the engine does see white as up almost a minor piece. But of course, we're human players. And yeah, anything's possible. Last year in the grand finals. Hey, here's our mix-up, h5. Okay. Yeah, last year in the grand finals, black won a fair amount of the games. Okay, so Dumbeldore did win in one of these games. Yeah, we did pick up a little bit late, just because I said before I did play my match earlier against FM Unholy Crusade. I got smoked, but yeah, I was a massive underdog, so it was nothing to be nothing that was unexpected. Okay, some fun plans here. Or maybe there's some sort of takes and takes. But it's a little bit risky. It's a little bit concerning. Yeah, but queen h7, oh no, that's not what you want. This queen is just way too far removed over here. Whoa, so you take right away. Okay, okay. So this is the mix-up they needed. Maybe if takes... Oh, you're not even moving ahead with check. And taking here, you're threatening a check, so... You're threatening a check, and you're also threatening to open up this diagonal. Because, yeah, if you move with the check, say there's taking back, there's just queen takes h5. It's very, very important to note all these, like, light square... How all the light squares are weak. Even e6. Half the time people are missing knight takes e6, or even bishop takes e6 in some lines. But usually knight takes e6, yeah. Some sort of taking, and you're removing You're removing a defender from one of these light squares, so these are all squares you got to be looking at. All targets. It's weird that the light square bishop in this line, kind of bad. What's possible here? Maybe just bishop e3. I don't really like putting traffic on this file, but yeah, because the problem with takes is you're taking with check, king d1. And then it's weird, but you don't have... Whoa, g6? Check, king d1. Oh, is this queen just gonna get kicked around? Oh, and you're threatening a check. Oh, no. Yeah, taking this way. Like I said, removing defenders from the light squares. You're breaking down black's like whole camp here. Oh, and then the knight hangs. Okay. Wow. G6. I was thinking of a much quieter move. Defend my position, but yeah, this threat is not so serious. Takes. Oh yeah, you can take in between. Okay, okay. But no, now you're threatening this knight. Yeah, there's gonna be some taking back here. So I'm drawing that arrow. Or could you even take? Nah, takes. You're opening a file. Yep, king d1. Oh man. Knight supporting the bishop, knight attacked by the pawn. Not what you want. Just taking the knight. And threatening on g6. Okay, so no, it doesn't work. Thinking maybe you get some attack in, but I think this one's just about wrapped up. Yeah, Dumbeldore played really well. I'm proud. Yeah. Takes g6. Yeah. There's really no way to defend this. Gotta play rook f7. Yeah, and just a resigner. Okay, so another round in the books. Congrats to Lennart for moving on, and for Dumbeldore on such a strong round. Yeah, it was definitely an uphill battle, but well done, and good games, both of them. I'm stoked that we caught another match.